Good evening po, ma'am.
Diri rata, kanira diri sa call, video call ra di ay.
Yes po. Thank you po.
Sige. Okay.
Let's start po, ma'am.
Okay.
First question po. What are the major problems or issues or challenges you have encountered in your field?
Okay. Good evening once again. As a forester, especially that I was assigned as the chief enforcement prior to my work at the regional office. I was assigned as the chief enforcement in Penro Dinagat Island, and the problem I would like to raise is the enforcement of the PD 705, Section 77 and 78. That is what we call the revised forestry code of the Philippines, and it was what's this? Reenacted under RA 7161 in 1991. Presidential decree, it was in 1975. Those are old laws that we are still holding into on our enforcement of the forestry code of the Philippines, which penalize the illegal cutting, gathering, collection, or removal or possession of timber or trees and other forest products, imposing penalties such as imprisonment, fines, confiscations of equipment and conveyances.
Yes po. Okay. For next question po is, why are those considered problems?
Because, as we all know, it has been already an old law, and then as I have experienced, it doesn't really address the problems in illegal logging. No, it doesn't. Mostly in the field, what we could only get are those people that are what we say, the poor people, or those that are only getting forestries just for their subsistence. No, but for big fish, because they have, just like what we are experiencing right now, no problem with our flood control projects.
Yes, ma'am.
Only big fish. The small fish we can get, because the law itself says that we can imprison, we can confiscate all those equipments, but sometimes, like for example, I have an experience that we confiscate the seven sacks of charcoal, but it was loaded in a chariot, a bigger motorcycle, a chariot. That's what we call chariot in Dinagat. And how much is the chariot? It cost them mga 180 plus, but the confiscated the charcoal only amounted to more or less 4,000, something like that. But because it's illegal, they don't have papers, we have to confiscate and included ang conveyance. And I'm really saddened that really they are just making a living from that area. But the law itself, it's very clear in Section 77 that illegal cutting, gathering, collection, and removal and possession of those forest products should be uh, should be confiscated or remanded or imprisoned. In fact, until now, those that we have confiscated, those we have, they are still looking some remedy how to get that chariot, no? But somehow, because of our, tedious or tedious documentation, tedious processing, it's already almost 1 year. So I don't know what happened now to that chariot. So kawawa naman yung mga tao
Yes.
na nanginabuhi lang, no? And if we will not, kami naman, pag hindi naman namin sinisita o hindi naman namin ginagawa namin trabaho namin, we are also endangered of the negligence of duty, no? Mahirap yung part namin. So, that's it.
Yes po. So for the third question po is, how did those problems affect you po?
It really affects me personally because I really pity those persons. One time, there's a motorcycle. He was just gathering wood, no, a lumber. Although it's lumber, they're gathering wood for their houses to repair. But because of they don't have permits, they don't have papers, and they don't have documents to show na that's illegally cut, we have to confiscate. And it so happen that's the only transportation that they have to let their children go to school. So kawawa din naman, no. But then, as I have said, we are forced to do our duty because if not, balikan kami. It's negligence of our duty.
Yes po. So for the fourth question po is, how did you address or solve those problems?
After that incident that we really go for enforcement of the PD 705, as I have said.
Yes po.
After that series of pagpandakop, no? Pwede siya kung magbinisaya, no?
Yes po. Pwede na po.
In fact, we also confiscated kanang big nakugid kay nga kanang tawag pa nga bangka, no? Loaded for more than 1,000 board feet of kuan. Ato kay medyo dako-dako, at least kato siya kuan, medyo kato pang negosyo nagyud kaning mga gagmay, no? So what I did, we go to that area because when we do operation pandakop, siyempre i-confiscate mo ang mga sakyanan nila. So they don't have rights in going back home. So we have to hatod pa din sa kanila. We have to fix them and go. If not, we will go to the police for them to be, they will be arraigned or whatsoever. Or sometimes you have to give them money for their pamasahe, and sometimes you have to let them eat. Wala na. You have already taken their supposedly their income for that day. So it really affects me. And what we did, we have a massive information in their area, and I tried to organize them as to be for the charcoal making with the mining companies, so that the logs or the trees that are cut from the mining company, because they have paid the forest charges, right?
Yes.
For mining, they have permits. They have the process, or they really go on process of what is the law requires, no? So what we did, we organized them, and hopefully I have no update, but when we were there was already and arrangement, since only the Penro, the province of Dinagat-Can, already issued a permit for those charcoal making na mga community. So far, I'm really relieved na minsan nakakalungkot, no? Na yung mga tao na nandun sa ano, yun pa ang madadali, just like what we are facing right now with the issues and corruption. No? Just the same, just like what we have in the forestry areas.
And for the last question po is, after experiencing those problems, what lessons have you learned?
I learned, one thing I've learned is old school nga law should be revised for both conservation of the forest and the people relying the forest for their existence. So, matagal na rin namin yung dinidiin na dapat palitan na itong RA 7161. We moved for the Sustainable Forest Management Program. But since it is our Congress or the Senate who will do the bill and the law, unfortunately, we are still on kumbaga, silo. We are still waiting. It's been more than a decade already that we have that bill that is supposed to be passed for Sustainable Forest Management Program. Until now, it's still a bill. It's still in the Congress. Yung siguro ayaw ng mga congressman yung wala sila makikitang pera, kaya siguro.
Yes, po.
So, one thing I've also learned, hinahinan na lang siguro may pangdakop ng mga, we have just to choose. But actually, we tried, we really tried nga, those for residential lang. But if we will allow something like that, isang lang, na it will follow. Ikaw pa may mong dautan.
Yes, sir.
May palabyon kang